Your very existence is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in blue by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Michigan State Spartans offense comes onto the field first today. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him, put a safety on him. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smoothly.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. And it seems like every week, defensive coordinators go in, and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them. They're going to find out the hard way today. If they try to play him and match him up with linebackers and safeties, this dude makes defenses look silly.
The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. So Fresno State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
He makes the catch. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. You saw it right there on the crossing move.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. He'll try it again. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Here he comes with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off the RPO, complete. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking downfield on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got his man downfield. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complementing quarterback to this offense.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Buying some time as he moves left. Takes a hit as he fires. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. Fresno State will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
He's open on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Oh, it's a reverse. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them close.
Turning it on. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have him back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes and get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the 2nd half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Spartans will send out the punt unit.
Number 12.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Dances away to buy time. Going right and going deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's going to run it. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Fresno State right back to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Punts it out of the air. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Gets it out quickly. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Got a man. It's Austin. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
We got to give the O-line a lot of credit there, because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him, he's able to turn it up and get a first down.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Runs from the tackle. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Fresno State takes over. The offense will go back to work. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. The noise bouncing off of Smarty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Fresno State will have to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the back. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man on the right. There he goes. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Unloads it left. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He's got it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Well, obviously the offense went 3-and-out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sparty!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a league or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Fine play action. Keeps looking downfield. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Tag. Running free. Going to the end zone, but way back behind him. There's a flag on the field. So they see the potential tying score wiped out by the penalty, and now time is starting to be against them. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Austin. Racing down the left side. The 10. Touchdown Bulldogs. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Hauls it in. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Got his man quickly. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Using the quick game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Spartans are on the move. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Fresno State. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is because, as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. This offense has it with really good field position. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Touchdown, Fresno State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the...
breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Off play action on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they...
turning it on! And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They want to run it left here. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching